Hey, what's up guys? Are you a gamer or are you an alpha gamer? Make sure to subscribe to WQ's channel today and you're going to become an alpha gamer. Now, a new Bombjump strat came out that involves spinning over a hole. Sounds kind of complicated, right? Nope, it's actually one of the coolest things you can do on the Bombjump. It's very fast, it's very good, and we're going to go over everything that you're going to do to completely transform your gameplay, completely change your life into a winner right now. Hey gamers, what's up? You guys want to win? I'm going to teach you a winning strategy right now. So if you don't want to do this strat because you don't feel like you're dominant enough to do that strat, I'm going to teach you guys an alternate strat, a little bit easier. It's still pretty quick. Of course, you're not going to be WQ dominant, but you're going to still dominate with this new strat. It's called Spin Bombjump, also known as the WQ Bombjump. It's pretty fast, but this is how good this strat is. It always gives you a first frame bomb explosion. It's very consistent. It's very easy to do. So this actually looks kind of hard. It's not hard at all. You just need to go over the hole. I'm over the hole. I'm cleanly over the hole. If I don't do anything, I'm going to fall. Right, I'll show you guys. I just fall, right? If I hold back, though, what's going to happen is that I'm going to get back and land. If I let go of my spin and then I hold back, I'm actually going to spin on the first frame. I get back on the land. This is why this strat works. So what happens is it actually puts you on the first frame no matter what. It's actually very easy. So I'll show you guys some real-time tests and show you guys just how fast and easy this strat is. So to do this strat in real time, I would actually recommend trying to line up with the side of this wall, because what's going to happen is you can cleanly grab without worrying about that spark. I would say you get similar times. Generally, it is faster though, so I think it's more favorable. But because you can kind of go diagonal there. So that's a 1526. I'm in kind of about the middle. If I try to place this bomb a little bit earlier and get either a diagonal boost, I have to adjust anyway. So that's similar time. I'm actually farther to the left. But that can be kind of hard because of the spike. It is up to you, of course. Alternatively, I could go left here, but kind of same problem. And that's actually very slow, so kind of have to figure out what you want to do in runs. But again, this strat is really highly favorable. So I'm going to show you guys some real-time tests to show you just how fast, easy, and dominant this strat really is. Now let's compare it to what I used to be doing. So this strat, it actually looks kind of bad, but it's totally fine. But 1600, I'm losing over 30 frames to that. Over 30 frames to that strat. Like, that's a big deal. And honestly, I was staying competitive, I would say, with that strat. For example, here's a bonk strat. 50-59. That's still a 30 frame time loss. That's what people are usually doing. So that's pretty much about as good as you're going to get. That's a 1531. That's not reliable or consistent in real time, and it's still slower. And of course it's slower because it's not a first frame bonk. Right, so this is what usually people are doing. I think it's a pretty fair evaluation of what people are usually doing with the fastest method. That's still 25 frames slower. That's actually why I argued my old strat really wasn't much slower at all, because nobody was doing this perfectly. So with my old strat, I got a 55. Hey, you know what? It's not that bad. Wait a minute. No, it actually loses 30 frames if you spin bonk, because you always get a first frame bonk. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. Now, there are some risk factors. I don't think this strat is super noob friendly, because even though you could probably do this 100 or 1,000 times in a row, what's going to happen is you're going to get nervous, you're going to mess up in runs, and especially if you're a newer player. If you're a newer player, I would recommend just trying to get across. The thing is, I've seen every type of strat mess up here. I've seen these flash 4 times, dash. I mean, this is terrible. I've seen people do this and mess it up in runs. I've seen people do this and mess up in runs. Every type of mistake happens, and that's why I do like this strat so much. It's very hard to actually mess up once you start practicing it. Now, this fireball, let's talk about that a little bit. So that's almost always going to be on that rotation. So that's again why I would recommend getting deboosted north, actually, because what happens is it's generally going to be easier, and you can pixel boost left, and you're not going to get hit with a fireball. But very rarely, occasionally, this spark is actually on a different cycle, and on that different cycle, it's actually better to go diagonal, but it's usually on that cycle, so I would recommend going north. But yeah, this strat is a lot better, and it's actually, the truth is, it's more flexible. I mean, and regardless if it's what's easier or what's harder, this strat can save 30, 40, 50 frames in a real-time run. Let's compare it to me doing this very, very poorly. $16.10. I mean, if I'm getting a 26 versus a 16.10, that's a 45 frame time off. They're almost losing a second for no different, right? And the great thing about this, it's almost identical every time. There's no actual strat difference, so very good strat. So let's look at the risk factors. The primary risk factor I would say is when you place the bomb / go up too high, and then you don't get deboosted, right? Because you didn't charge your spin. So make sure to charge your spin. You have a ton of time, right? Another risk factor I think is people are going to they're gonna miss the inputs. They're gonna panic. They're either not gonna let go of the sword, and they're gonna do something weird, or what they're gonna do is just walk up too high if you go too slow. So there's definitely risk factors, and knowing what you're getting involved in it would be a really good idea. This strat is really valuable. It's a really good strat. You're gonna get free gold splits. You're going to see inconsistency improvement. It's a little complex, but it's great, and actually, the truth is, it works on Skullwood's Bombjump too, so not only is it worth learning, you could potentially save a second and a half on your run for free, and you get more consistent strats, and you get more reliable strats. So on Skullwood, same deal, place the bomb. Very easy, very quick. That's faster than anything else, and honestly, I think it's easier as well. So if you place this bomb, for example, like right here, this doesn't work, and yeah, that sucks. That's going to happen a lot in runs if you're kind of newbie. Like right there. Huh. I wasn't even close to that. Like what's going on here? If you look, right, again, here's another risk factor. So I'm actually too low. And this is going to happen if you're kind of a noob. So what I really think is a good idea is to try and be right here and place the bomb. And then just be very deliberate about it. Now, the other benefit to doing this and not bonking here is that you can actually beam this boulder. You can get these guys out of the way. If you're not on the far right pixel of your beam gets eaten. The other thing is you can actually slash. You can actually slash a Molder if he's right at the end of my sword. It does hit him. So you can actually opt for that too, which is really nice because every time you slash a Molder, it's about 20 frames. It can get awkward. It eats your inputs. Sometimes you walk into him. Skullwoods is a very low hard dungeon. You really don't want to take extra damage here. So doing a strategy that simplifies this and optimizes it and makes it more consistent is a really good idea, I think, for doing Skullwood's Bombjump. This is a must. This is a must for Skullwood's Bombjump, and it's a very good idea for Hera Bombjump if you more of an intermediate to higher end player looking to tighten up your gameplay, looking to even speed up your gameplay. You can pretty much, I would say, you could save over a second from doing both of these compared to doing unoptimized strats or even doing slow strats in real time, which is a big deal. There's the same risk factors except one more. Placing this bomb too low, this won't work. So yeah, too low bomb there. So you kind of want to place it when your hat is like right here. I'll show you what I mean. So if you look at my mouse, there's these two divots. If your hat is under this divot and you place a bomb, you'll bonk. You'll fall in the hole. So right here, this is good. This is good. This still works, you know. Let's test it out. But for this strat, I like to place my hat right around here, above the second little divot. So just a little bit of safety. There's no you lose a frame for each frame that you place the bomb late. Not a big deal. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked this Bombjump tutorial. This strat itself is very good. It can save a lot of time. It can save a headache. You don't have to worry about timing a bonk anymore. You don't have to worry about losing frames on the bonk anymore. You don't have to worry about grabbing the bomb or worry about trying to dash sword buffer onto the pixel. Maybe you go up 2, maybe you go up 3. You don't know. Just go up, start wiggling, and then easy bomb jumps across every time. I hope you guys are able to bomb jump your way to success in the future. I hope you guys are able to bomb jump your way to a new PB. And I hope you guys are able to bomb jump your way on the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe today. You're going to become an alpha gamer. You're going to change your gameplay. Completely can't change your gameplay. And I'm giving you guys real secrets right now. Save a second. Save a second and a half. The haters are going to say it saves no time. Because if you bonk first frame, it's the same frames, right? Come on, these guys have no idea what they're talking about. They're just making stuff up. That doesn't even make sense. How are you going to bonk first frame every single run? How are you going to do that if you're nervous, right? Instead, pick up, adopt an easy strat, the WQ bomb jump. Do it today. It's free. It's easy. It's the best thing you can do. It's incredible. Look how easy that is. Look how good that is.